Hello, my name is Philip Anderson from Cross Culture Therapy, and for this week's Third Culture Kid related video, we are going to talk about third culture kids and the paradox of choice. So stay tuned. So what is the paradox of choice? Well, imagine going into a restaurant and you open up its menu and you see 20 appetizers, 20 main courses and 20 desserts. And in the main course section, there's this little part where you can combine any type of pasta with any type of sauce. At first glance, you think, wow, this is amazing. I can choose a course that is specific to my tastes at this very moment. I'm going to be so happy. This is a great menu. And then after the meal, you think, well, maybe I should have chosen this. Or maybe this combination of pasta and sauce would have been better. Or maybe this dessert would have been better than the dessert that I chose. And maybe what this person chose was better than what I chose. This is the paradox of choice. You are never going to be satisfied if you have too many choices. And if you have too many choices, then the burden of making yourself satisfied lies on you rather than the person who is making the meal for you. Compare this to going into a fancy restaurant where the menu is very brief. You see 2 appetizers, you see 2 main courses, and you see 2 desserts, and you get to pick one of each. Here, you might not be satisfied with your meal necessarily, but the burden of you being satisfied lies with the person making the meal rather than with you. So you can go into that restaurant and rest assured that if you're not satisfied, it's not your fault. If we apply this to third culture kids, the paradox of choice, the big menu would be the TCK lifestyle, and the short and brief menu would be the non-TCK lifestyle. And so if you, for example, you've grown up in 7 different countries during your childhood, and you're moving around during adulthood, and you look at the world map, maybe spin a globe, and you see, okay, well, Sweden looks good, Kenya looks good as well, Australia would be nice, the Caribbean, why not? You see all these different options, and to you as a TCK, these are all realistic options. Whereas a non-TCK might look at the globe and might pick and say, oh, well, Japan, that looks like a nice country, and well, Brazil, that could be quite nice. But they don't see maybe it as a realistic option. They might see it as a bit of a fantasy or something that would be cool to do, but is not possible for them. But the TCK, they go through life and they can look at different countries and see, okay, well, that's going to satisfy my needs. That's going to make me happy. That is the holy grail. Moving to this country, I will be happy. Moving to that country, I will be happy. So they move around a lot. And this is where the paradox of choice comes in. They can, after a while, always reflect on their choice and say, well, okay, this wasn't really a good place for me. I want to move to another place where I'm going to be understood. So I'm going to move here. This is the point, the part where the burden of you being satisfied is on you. If we look closer at a non-TCK lifestyle, maybe somebody who has grown up in a small town in America, they might not necessarily be happy with their life. They might be like, oh, well, this town sucks. But they have grown up there, their parents have grown up there, their ancestors have grown up there. The burden of choice does not lie on them, so they do not blame themselves for feeling unsatisfied and not happy with life. There's also one more concept added to this, and that is a breadth of experience or a depth of experience. What is important in life? A lot of people, especially at a young age, they see a breadth of experience as something that is very important. They think, okay, well, between high school and college, I'm going to go around, travel around the world, and I'm going to do all these great different experiences. I'm going to go to these different countries in a short period of time and have some adventures, and it's going to be great. And you might try to pick up many different experiences, but these experiences, because there's so many of them, might be very short and might not go in so deep. They might just cover a small part of what it is to do that type of thing that you did, and it might not feel like you're bonded to that experience as much as it could have been if you had concentrated on a depth of experience rather than a breadth of experience. There is a lot to say for keeping to or sticking to a depth of experience lifestyle, where you can maybe stay in one place or a few different places, not move around as much as a typical third culture kid maybe would, or you could also live a certain lifestyle and live it thoroughly, whatever that lifestyle may be, wherever it may be. Live it thoroughly so you get the full experience of living that lifestyle, and you commit to it under a long period of time, so you really get to experience it, not just get a snippet of it when it's good or a snippet of it when it's bad. You get all the nuances of living that lifestyle in that place. You get to feel the good parts, feel the bad parts, feel the connection to it, feel the rootedness as well. So the depth of experience contra the breadth of experience. There might be a pressure. Everybody's heard this term YOLO. You only live once. In my opinion, it is a very destructive word, because it pushes people to live under a kind of pressure. They always want to do a lot of things under a short period of time, whereas they forget of course, this is not the case for everybody. Some people get sick and they die and accidents happen, but most people, they live a long life, and you can take your time with your experiences and think things through. But YOLO kind of encourages you to go with a breadth of experiences, doing many different things, going to karate school in Japan one week, and then next week you're in Brazil and you're doing jiu-jitsu, and then the next week you're skiing in Canada, and all these different things, living all these different lives under a short period of time. And this is what most people do when they're actually maybe between the age of 20 and 25. They're trying to get as many experiences as possible, or maybe 20 to 30, trying to get as many experiences as possible before they get a family. And in my opinion, this is very, very destructive. It's of course nice to get different experiences, but it should happen naturally, and it also takes away from a strong experience. How can you know what it's like to work as a fisherman in Alaska if you're only committed to it for a year and you're not committed to it for 10 to 20 years, for example? So this is the burden of choice, the paradox of choice in relation to third culture kids and itchy feet. I hope you liked this video. I hope it wasn't too long-winded and I wasn't blabbing on too much. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel. We're aiming to get 100 subscribers. And as soon as we do so, we are going to make videos based on your questions specifically. So please subscribe to the channel, share it with other people. If you're so inclined, also go over to our Twitter, Instagram and Facebook accounts and like us there. And if you want a session with yours truly, go to www.crossculturetherapy.com, click the Book a Sessions tab and book a session at a time of your choice. The sessions are conducted via the internet, so they can be done from the comfort of your own home at a time of your choice. So please do so. Before I forget, our videos are uploaded on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays, and cover a range of topics from depression, anxiety, life coaching, motivation, relationships, conflict resolution, and of course, third culture kids. So again, another reason to subscribe. Well, take care and have a great day.